So this was a very awkward setup for Sean, and for Sean, awkward setup, like very awkward setup, is saying a lot, because I'm like the king of awkwardness, the king of the awkward scenarios. So I'm seeing all this. I'm seeing these filthy windows, like floors of them staring into his living room or whatever, and it's just gray and blech, and I mean, I'm not a snob, but dude, I mean, even my apartment, like, on like Western and Sunset Boulevard was like the Taj Mahal compared to this place. Ick. And the other thing is now I'm getting like a very heavy vibe that he has a different kind of date in mind. Now, I really thought, I mean, West Hollywood is chock a block full of places for coffee, for a croissant, for just a stroll, whatever. But no, Mr. Man, Mr. Polo Lounge waiter, flash dance person man decides, again, that vibe. Like, you really want to go to dinner? So Sean hatches his usual escape plan that he's all too, familiar with, all the varieties thereof. And it's really sad at this point for me. I mean, it's not pity, but on the one hand, I got to get the fuck out of here because I am not meeting this guy's expectations. This is not the Polo Lounge waiter scenario that I had envisioned. So, like I said, it was kind of sad. It was, I mean, the anticipation in his eyes, not, it's like, I know it's hard to believe, but I kind of was relatively appealing at that point in my early 20s. And it's sweet, but it's sad, and then it just sort of like folds in the whole notion of how sweet and sad the whole West Hollywood dating scene is and always was. And I don't know why I thought that this would be any different. Why would this be different? Just because he's a eager beaver waiter at the Polo Lounge who's like, throwing himself at me during a power luncheon. So, and yeah, like a lot of it was curiosity. I didn't go into this with like these high expectations, but curiosity certainly got the better of me, and it certainly killed the cat. So I make my escape, and I all I remember is this was one of the more awkward, like I said, escapes. Also, because I don't even know how I got out of this. I mean, I don't think I said like I forgot to feed my cat, but it might as well have been that ridiculous because the scenario was like so ridiculous to me. And I don't know why. I mean, okay, hey, flash dance, Polo Lounge waiter dude, I'm sure there's somebody out there for you, but it's not me. So, I mean, I don't know. There's all kinds of guys. There's all kinds of dating scenarios in West Hollywood. It is not homogenous. Not every disappointing scenario ends up like this. But for Sean, that day, the Polo Lounge gave me fantasy, and then I get hit in the face by WeHo with reality. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. It was very entertaining. It was very unusual and not heartbreaking, but I don't know. It was one hell of a takeaway. So thanks for joining me and putting up with my enthusiasm. And until tomorrow, same lineup, all the same good stuff. But until then, I love you. Take care. Bye.